Hey y'all, so I figured I'd run you guys through what I do at the beginning of the week. So today is Monday. For me, that's the beginning of the week because I usually align myself with raid reset for PvE. I have an evening raid on Monday night, so I try to make sure my bags and stuff are clean and everything before, the new week starts for me. So I've been playing all week, everything's kind of messy and out of order and not the way that I like my account to be. So first off, this is my World v World Firebrand support. So I guess we'll go in and situate her first. I usually keep my tools on one character at a time, my unlimiteds. Um, just got some random and extra things that I don't need on her. Boxes to open.
Sweet, sweet.
I usually
loot.
throw out anything that I deem unnecessary. I try to sell everything that is worth anything to me. Sometimes I just get lazy and do whatever I want to do with a certain item. Sometimes I will throw away spirit shards, which is actually pretty bad. I don't really need the Grandmaster March shards, so I usually junk those because I have ascended gear on every character, at least 2 or 3 sets, and 3 sets of legendary armor, so those are useless to me right now. Bags, more bags.
All shiny.
Usually if I have a box that's in the bank, like I have 260 in the bank, I'll go ahead and pop it in there to open it on an alt that's level like 48 later to get more expensive materials when I decide to open. I'm capped on ascended materials for these things. I'll open these. I have a kit for the ring. I'll salvage the junk first with Copperfed. And then I'll salvage the green with the Rune Maker. And then rares with the Silverfed. You can actually do that with the Mystic Salvage Kit, but I don't make those anymore unless I'm looking for something for like the Mystic Forge daily. These I'll usually sell in the TP. I just sell them to somebody already buying because I don't particularly care to get the maximum amount unless it's over 1 gold. Like this one's a gold, so I'll match and drop a couple copper. And that is pretty much done for that character. Oh, I'm capped on green unidentified. So I'll split that into one. Put them in the bank to open up later. My bank is a little bit messy right now. It usually does not look like this. But it's been a week. I've kind of been lazy and doing way too many things. Usually I claim my bag like after I do something, but that hasn't happened. So I'll go to the next character. I've bet on my druid quite a lot for strikes. Usually try to do them every day. I'm going for the cape and armor set for runic. She doesn't have too much on her, thankfully. This is random, I just pick whatever.
Rare treasure.
I sell these on the TP. I know a lot of people who throw these away, and I see that it's quite a waste of money because, this is half of a waypoint teleport. didn't even know that I had the bracer. What do these look like? Very plain. Okay, they all look the same. I won't use that just yet, so I'll leave it on there. Oops, misclick.
I want that.
I don't really know what to do with these right now either. Actually, I don't have a single one chosen. I don't like to open boxes that are only one skin, but since this looks like it's just one fits all, yeah, it unlocked 3. So that can go in the wardrobe. Yeah, I can salvage that too. And that's account bound, so I'll just salvage that too. Nothing much I can really do here.
I want that.
Rid of the eagle. Sure, why not? So I'm stacking these up because I'm capped right now on 2k in the storage, and I have about 4k on another character to do the illuminated boreal weapons for the achievement. So I'm just stacking them up, I suppose. Maybe they'll implement something in the next story to come that will actually make a use out of these, because right now you can't eat them for volatile magic like you can the other collectibles, which is just a little bit annoying. That right there. Actually, I have a shoe too. I'll stick that on her. That shouldn't be in there. This needs to be sold. Okay, I don't see anything out of place, so we'll leave her like that. Next character. And I usually only play like 5 characters, so there won't be a lot of characters I won't go through. I'll just check their bags real quick, make sure there's not anything that I'm sticking on them, just be, you know, out of pure laziness. I did a strike on her, it looks like. Throw these out. Too many, don't even know what to do with them anymore. I do eaters every day and I'm still floating in Ascended.
Achieving the life for me.
That's another thing. Oh, upward. So her bag is not correct. So let's fix that, because I just salvaged an identified gear that I shouldn't have. The bottom is supposed to always be invisible across every single tune. And this is budget food. I want my good food at the bottom. That's rough. Do I have blue unidentified gear in here? I do not. Well, rip that slot. Sell these. I usually sell these. If you want, you can actually keep them. I think they make the amalgamated gemstones that you can do metas and get a gemstone that way. I don't feel like using my shards for that. Sell junk. Alright, she's pretty clear, but my bag back in the spot. Next character. Now, we're not going to go over this character because she's stuck in Radasum right now. She is actually my home instance farmer, so as you can possibly imagine, her bag is completely full because I usually just stack up everything. So I mainly play warrior for raids, for weekly clears, so I only have a little bit on this
Sweet,
character
sweet
as she's only
loot.
used for Condi bosses. So I'll just put some tokens in the bank that I stack up in case somebody wants decorations for a new guild that I join. I have extra bags here because I actually have a stack somewhere right here. And then exotics I sell. And she's done really easy. Now, I was working on the Astralaria collection, getting all of the books and everything from Tangled Depths for Zin's study guide, so I don't need these anymore. I'll just destroy these and make her bag clean. I don't really use my Weaver very much. She's my second world completion character, so I just stick her where I need her. Usually every character that I own has its purpose. Put these in the bank since they're stackable, and these are PvP weapons. There's nothing maxed on her right now for slots. These should not be in there. Put these back in the bank. Next character. This seems a little tedious, but if you only spend a good amount of time every week, it's, oh goodness, not too bad. Instead of having to stop when you're playing with someone or after you do a dungeon or something. Actually, you should clean up after a dungeon, depending on how many paths you do. Because then you might run out of backspace. All of my characters have max backspace, so I'm not too worried about that, but I know not everybody does. Don't need these. Again. Those will stack at the bottom of my bag. Those go in the bank. I guess I helped somebody out with lower level fractals.
I want that.
Mercy Rune should not be on this character. I think that they were taken out of the legendary armor that I had on her for a moment from my healing scourge. And that's it. Now my Dragon Hunter, I try to keep my main default go-to character because she is in line for my next world completion. So you can see I've been playing her quite a bit. Heart stuff, more heart stuff, and more. Interesting. I didn't know that those were an item. Every once in a while I'll find new things that I don't even recall getting or what they're for. Oops, forgot one. Yeah, I definitely don't want to do
This
that.
is the only
I like
proper
opening them
course.
first. Maybe I'll get lucky and get some rare pieces of gear from the unidentifieds.
Goodbye.
I don't like those potions being in my bag, so I'm actually going to go exchange those for fractal relics right now. That when I take a character, if I'm going to use them later, like she's my main, I'll put her back. Next character. Another raid character, except she's my power warrior, so she's gonna have a lot more stuff on her unless I took the time to actually clean her out before this. And I did. She has some extra fractal boxes on her, helping out some guildies and things, her consumables, extra weapons. She has another stack of green gear. I'll actually go ahead and get rid of this as well. I don't open up the blue unidentified. I don't believe it's worth it, so I just straight salvage the stock. Yay, useless achievement. And that's done, and I capped my stack of blue magic, so I'll eat that and then drag the smaller stack down. Next character. This is usually my meta character. I take her HOT metas, some off Choya, the amalgamated, or amalgamated. I do not keep treasure hunting kits. I never do them, won't ever do them. I do not stack those. Open this.
Sweet, sweet.
Store that. Throw this away. Way too many of those things. Goodness. This is my second World v World character, for now. I'm definitely waiting for the new Legendary Armory patch to come, because then it gives me build freedom. Right now she's actually, don't tell DN, but she's actually wearing PvE gear for Harrier. I do not have a Minstrel Light set. If the only way for me to get a Minstrel Light set is to take the Legendary Armor off of my Necro, and that destroys 2 builds for PvE, and I really don't want to do that. So I'm just trying to deal, watching my positioning in Worlds, hoping that it's going to be enough. Don't need the Grandmaster mark. So these items usually stay. I'm working a little bit on the raw weapon track to finish up that collection. But first I'm doing the Gift of Battle reward track in order to make the legendary trinket. I need 1 more Gift of Battle. I have 4 already. There's 3 on another character that it's not showing you. And this is a secondary character, so she actually does not have a fully expanded bag. Nor will she ever. I can't really see, so I'm gonna deposit. Throw these away. Suppose I'll use an Ascended Kit.
Curse that Scarlet.
Put it back. Oops, actually wasn't supposed to do that. Oh well.
Quit pulling my tail.
I also have moments where I actually like to go to Paga's Waypoint and farm trees, so keeping Foxfire clusters in my bag is actually massively helpful because I don't have to throw them away all the time. You get one almost guaranteed every other time you harvest the Eldritch Wood over there. this is over gold, so I'll list it and I'll drop us some copper. Sorry, person that I undercut. Sell the junk. And that's
I'll be
another
seeing
clean
you.
bag with World v World's loot stackables. This is actually my World v World Scourge that I don't play right now. But she does my dailies when I'm not able to spend time in World v World for that day. I usually bring her in to just do the quick dailies.
Statistically speaking, this is rather rare.
I don't know why this is on her.
Statistically speaking, this is rather rare.
I don't know if I want to open these. I think they actually give you experience. I don't want to waste those on a gift of battle track. She doesn't have luck stacked up, so I'm going to put that down there for now. Does she have a visible bag? Yeah, she does. Please put a consume all in here, Anet, for the spirit shards. She has an ascended set that I think I was trying to put on the Ellie, and I was going to change it over to Minstrel before the announcement of the armory. Now, if I do that, it would just be a waste of time. Yeah, it would help me for right now, but in the long run, it wouldn't be worth it. Siege. Don't need these. Stack those. Sell that. This is not soulbound, so I don't think that it's a PvE or a PvP weapon. That stacks. Actually, switch spots with that. I'll put them down here. No shoes? Oh. Another weapon. A back piece, because why not?
Oh, what a pleasant surprise.
And I'll put these away. Key. Matrices. Put it back. Very meticulous, as you can tell, with putting things in their place, as it just works so much better if you know where everything is. Usually try to align myself in real life like that as well. If I use something, I usually always put it away, unless I get a little scatterbrained or I'm multitasking and forget because I switch tasks. And here is the character that is holding out for the illuminated weapon crafting. It's actually quite a lot of money to do that collection, and right now I'm at 790 golds. I need to make sure that I have enough to make both legendary trinkets from World v World and PvP. So I'm waiting on that. But anyway, that is practically my whole routine on clearing out my characters now. I will make another video later if anyone's interested, or probably just as another part of this video log for Guild Wars 2 on just my day-to-day activities. And I'll show you guys how I clean out my bank and make sure that I have things in the proper places. These need to be opened, so I'll put those on a character and go do silver waste, cap out on magic find, and just random things here and there. Process stacks of wood that I had farmed that I put in the bank and just totally forgot about. I have lots of mithril ingots for I actually don't know. I think I was going for incinerator, but now that that's changed, I'll have to figure out what I want to do with those stacks, because I do not want to keep them in my bank. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed following me for my weekly clean out, and stay tuned for more videos. Thanks.